because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Gleyber Torres, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
This to third. Ramirez slings it across, and Gleyber Torres retired. Okay, let's check out the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Comes up empty. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. That one ripped, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. And we're back. And our starting pitcher here today, Martin Perez. What do you have on him?
Sinker cutter change. He's not overpowering velocity, not even up to 90, which isn't, it's not like, you got to have 90. If you can move the ball around, and all it's about is keeping hitters off balance. And if you can have some late movement, you miss the barrel, you get weak contact, and you can move through a game as we've seen him do this season.
The pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Yeah, that's outside. And a count 1-2. In the air, right field. Santander makes the grab, one down. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The skipper's loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boog. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
Tatis waits. And he drops it down the third baseline. Scoops it up barehanded. And that's a great play for the out.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield was back right there. That's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit. Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. That's a little bit low. Next offering is in for a strike. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Juan Soto waits on deck. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Scoreless after 1. Game 1 of the Division Series. Leading off, Eugenio Suarez. swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swings through that one for strike two. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them. We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
And now here is Jackson Chourio. Way inside, gets out of the way. Nobody out, runner at first. Sanchez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Hernandez settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tagging from first. Now he changes his mind and heads back to first without a throw. Anthony Santander at the plate. That one fouled off.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boo. Things change from game times to...
Guerrero. The throw to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the veteran outfielder, Juan Soto. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
There's the strike. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one is back. And it hits the fence. The throw into second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
That's through there for a strike.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
Sends it to Perez. That's one out the bottom of the second. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And that chops in for a strike. Grounder off the pitcher. And he beats him to first. He's safe. Runners at the corners here. One away. And now Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch just misses.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runner on the go. And the count 1-2. Runners at the corners, one away here in game 1 of the NLDS. And it finds its way through for a hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. First pitch, and he just misses. A little out front there as he swings through it. Marte, the lead runner at second. Hernandez over at first with one away. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Perez grabs it on the run. Yainer Diaz getting ready to hit. And there's a strike. swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But they pick up 1 run on the